Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Happy holidays. I hope everyone enjoying the holiday season, and I'm glad to be back to give you a little reaction for today. And hope you enjoy your Christmas. I hope you had all the Christmas gifts from friends and family and everyone. So happy to be back. So let's get started, okay?
Me, I am not your father, I'm not your dad to tell you what to do and what not to do. Okay? Somebody says, don't give this energy. No, it's not like I'm giving it energy. It's the idea that some people come out like they've been taken advantage of, and it's not. Imagine you send pictures with no clothes and videos to other people, even doing some acts. You make them pay you money, a lot of money. Other people even fly from wherever they are flying from to come and meet you. When they arrive, you hold back. You say no. And this is not only in my village. If maybe there's somebody here, 2024 should be the end of that type of behavior. You know? Yeah, some people are representing me incorrectly. I disassociate myself with such type of behavior. I disassociate myself. And I say this, I am not anybody's person. I'm not your police officer to be telling you what to do in your private spaces. You can to Nordic experience. Rosie, are you listening? Somebody says I should change the title of the video to Nordic experience. Me, all I'm saying is you can do whatever you want. You're a grown person. But please, don't use other people's name and then you pretend that I am being taken advantage of. That's the funny thing. And it's a very bad way of making money or actually, to be honest, that is extortion. And extortion is part of a scam, to be honest. Let's just say the way it is. Either they like it or not. Where somebody has your Nordic pictures, pictures taken in 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 uh, in, 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 in Denmark, Copenhagen, uh, Sweden.
Hey, everybody, did you just watch that video clip I put out? So I am married. I'm going to be discussing this today. He just did a live and he's talking about passy. It's passy. Well, you have to follow the story to know what I'm talking about. Um, and he's being so biased, okay? The Nyabohanse village has become a complete, I don't know what kind of adjective to even use on them, but it has become something else. So there was like some nude pictures came out about Patsy. The thing about it is that no one's saying that Patsy was right though. The reason I'm discussing Mario is that because he has the audacity to come out here to reprimand Pussy, saying that he has nothing to do with it. Others will be others. In the previous video, when this Mr. Trench Tom Grandpa and Posse got into it. He said there were two grown-ups. He has nothing to do with it. They can do what they want to do. Now, why are you coming back to say that, well, this lady did this to herself. She was getting all this money and she wants to get the money and don't do what she's supposed to do. So that means you into it. That means that's why you had introduced to the village. If not, you wouldn't have come back to do any reaction on it. You should have just let it go. So why are you coming back to react on what she did? It shouldn't concern you, because previously you said that they were too concerning others, they could do what they wanted to do. So if she go ahead and did what she did by putting out her new pictures to the grandpa trench time grandpa or whatever, that shouldn't be your business. But now you did a whole live on this lady, saying that she's ungrateful, just different stuff, and saying that if she wants to go into the stuff and do what she wants to do, she should have go ahead and do from beginning to end. She can't be playing with people's feelings like that. So that means you into it. That means you introduce certain things like that in the village, which is very bad. And the thing about it is just not she alone. There's like a long list that said that and all these people are the people that came to your place and you introduced them. They know. So it might have been some sort of um club you guys were in for this to happen, because everybody building houses in that village. How they got the money is certainly not YouTube money. So that's why people concerned. But everything done in the dark is going to come to light, and apparently that's what has been happening. That's what has been happening. That all these stories coming into light, because these huge houses these guys putting up in the village is certainly not to YouTube money that they're getting, though. So where are they getting those money from? And I mean, sponsor and donations can go so far and no further, you know. So and there are not only one new picture, it's a list of them that the new pictures are going around, and you are the instigator, because you introduced all this to your village. You did. You introduced those sponsors to them, and especially for Posse, the trench down guy. I remember at your party time he came and he brought some stuff. He was his first time meeting Patsy. Of course, you say it's not your business what happened between others or whatnot. But notwithstanding, I'm sure you encouraged her. You see, you were helping her as a friend to her late husband, as you say, though. But I'm sure she might have said one or two things to you to say, "Oh, I'm so uncomfortable with this guy." But one day she will come out and spill some more beans, and apparently you might have told her, see, you have to do what you have to do. I mean, if that's how your kids will have to go to school, because this guy, he said he's sponsoring her kids to go to school, or one of her kids or so, and she just got tired of doing what she had to do. It's just a long list of things, so it gets kind of, what should I say? What's the adjective I want to use? It gets ridiculous as it go on. It's like, what really happening? That all these beautiful lady, in the village, have to be sending these pictures internationally. It's not good. So he's trying to distance himself to say, I'm not a part of it. Yes, you are. Because all these YouTubers and these ladies wouldn't have known these people except by you. And why all of them doing pretty much the same thing? So it kind of raised a red flag to say, oh, is this how we go ahead and build homes, by sending all these pictures to these guys or so? So it's something that it's just kind of strange, though. But let me just go ahead and say this before it's just a short reaction. I will go ahead and let us listen to one more clip, and then I can come back. 1 second.
What do you have to say? But honestly, what do you feel about this story? You feel it's fair. You feel it's fair to be like that.
What? To be like what?
Let's say as a lady, me, I will ask you as my wife.
Yeah, what?
You promise someone something and you share even uh, Nordic pictures. They send you Denmark pictures and yeah.
I feel like as an adult,
Yeah.
as a grown person, you can do whatever you want, but you don't play with people.
Okay.
You don't play with people's time. You don't play with people's money, and you don't use your children.
You don't use your children as a mother. Actually, you are speaking now as a mother.
Yeah.
You don't use your children.
I mean, it's quite against
the moral standards.
The moral standards to use promiscuity.
Yes.
To say I'm doing this for my children, no. And then actually, it's not even for the children at the end. It's just maybe a 10%.
Yeah, 10%.
I'm nobody to judge, but
yeah.
You don't play with people's money. You don't play with people's time.
Yeah.
And all that you thought it was smart. Oh, I'm very intelligent. Let's play this game. Sometimes you can lose in a game like that. It's a tricky game. It's a devil's game also.
Yeah, so it's a devil's game.
You will have to pay.
You have to pay.
So I am married, call his so-called girlfriend. He always call his wife. He hasn't married her. And she has the audacity to say that she's giving advice to Passy. Didn't you find this lady in Mexico in a nightclub? Didn't you guys, or was on some dating app, and then she used to be playing out in the nightclubs, different nightclubs, singing and whatnot? Didn't you? That's how you got met or something. So, and she was just wandering around until she wandering around until she met you. So, what business she has to give an advice? She don't have no business. She's not like a moral, upright person. That's the first thing. So by you bringing her and calling her your wife to come and give an advice to Patsy, at least Patsy, she's sitting in her home. She's not roaming around. Don't get me wrong now. What Patsy did by showing those nude stuff was wrong. But this Achitina, whoever you call your wife, she has no reason. She just should have said, you know what, I don't have nothing to say. They do what they want to do. But she always wants to put her mouth in stuff that doesn't concern her. But if there was something in terms of her country talking about Achitina, she usually say, oh no, that's not what to do yet. But you as a, I don't know what name to call you, you let her come and say anything in any way she can to your villagers, which is very demeaning. You should sometimes check yourself when this lady talking stuff. And I personally think she has no moral right to be giving Patsy or anybody any advice at this time. Okay, number one, she went to the village just within 2 months. She got pregnant for you. She just came with a little Duffy bag, and she had nothing at all. Okay, so she should just kind of be, just don't mention, just take her stuff, other things that she's not supposed to be heard of. That would be better for her instead of. But the thing about her, she always put her stuff or say or comment or so about things that happen in Kenya or in your village. But the minute you try to say something about Achitina or her country, or her people, she check you right there and you close your mouth. You don't say anything. You'd be like, oh, okay. And you change the subject. So I don't know what is that supposed to mean. You crowd down your own people and race too much. So let me just go ahead and put the last video and then we can end this.
You may be surprised even those sponsors that are sponsoring her, those who are defending and calling her this, they're also part of this dangerous game. So let me finish my story because I want my story to finish. I don't want to dwell in this Nordic country. It's too cold for me. Imagine, she eats money, she gets a lot of money, a lot of money. One person has claimed allegedly $4,000. You know, $4,000 to receive in the village of Nyabohanse? And that is one person. Another person was thrown under the bus after even booking a hotel. And we don't know even how much money that person had spent before reaching that point. Somebody says, Maro, I am single, help me to hook up. Maybe I'll do a normal find your love. I'd promised I'll do that, but you see now, with this Nordic, imagine, 4,000 US dollars, guys. It's not small money. So she's eating a lot of money, and then there's a lot of people trying to say, oh, sorry. No, tell her the truth. Tell her it's wrong what you're doing. But if you feel it's not wrong, just be public. Be proud of it. Just say, me, I'm a grown woman. I can decide what to do. Don't come back later and say, they are taking advantage of me, guys, because I am a widow. I don't know. Even your husband will not be proud of you. Rich neighbor. Somebody says, no, it's not like that. You know, you guys, you don't understand. This was an agreement between two people, two older people. Even in my first live stream, I said, I will not comment about this and choose one side, because I don't know what two people were doing in their private spaces. And you are a nobody to come out here to judge other people. Even me right now, I have to make this clear. I am not judging her. I am just saying, let the right thing be the right thing. If you decide I am doing this, who tell people, me and this person, we agreed to meet at some point in an exchange of this and this and this. Me, I send my Nordic, they also send their Nordic, then we see if they match, then we decide, okay, we're gonna meet in this hotel. Then when people are coming to meet you, say, I decided to change my mind. But you coming out and crying and saying, Maro introduced you to friends that are taking advantage of, it's total a lie. And even those people who are supporting you, I pray that karma comes on you.
Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, Mario. Take your mouth out of grown up stuff. Isn't that what you said before that was two grown ups doing what they wanted to do? So why is it so much as if it giving you like a tension, like a stress? That like because they gave her $4,000 and she didn't come and complete the job. Why is it your business, may I ask? You know, you say, oh, they're putting your name in it because you introduced her to this man. Isn't that the fact? She didn't know this guy from Adam Stray Cat. You took this man as one of her sponsor to sponsor her kid. You took the kid. The kid was running to get something, his school fees from his mom, Cha-Cha or something, the kid's name. And you took the kid and you got a sponsor for him, and the sponsor was this trenched down grandpa. So it's a story that is connected to you. So don't say, oh, they want to put me in this. And then people that supporting her, now you're wishing karma on them. Why? Because they're supporting her? Because they say that what she's doing is right? She stood her ground. I'm not saying that. But her sending those pictures, it was a right thing to do. It was totally wrong. But she backed out of it and said, I don't want to be bothered. This guy is bothering me too much just because he's sponsoring my kid. So that was a good stand that she took. You can't be bullied if someone's going to help you. You can't be bullied and just completely in a strict jacket that anything to tell you because they're sponsoring your kid, you're supposed to say yes. You can't do that, and you wouldn't do it yourself. So whether they exchange words or exchange noodle pictures or whatever, the bottom line is none of your business. You come out here, do a whole life on this poor lady, and I reason you doing that because you can manipulate her. She's your neighbor. You know that she's not well educated, stuff like that, but she's sharp because look what she did. Regardless of what he sent those pictures as to say, but at the same time, she's exposing from those audios that she played. So both of them they play each other. So why you want to come out here and talk stuff about her? But when the first time she played the tape, you didn't say nothing. You didn't come up here to reprimand the guy to say, "Oh, why he's pushing you like that? Why he did this?" When people ask you the different questions why he was doing that, you made the expression and the statement and said, those are two others. There's nothing I can do about it." But since her pictures came out now, you made a whole life downgrading her, talking negative about her, saying that she got $4,000. And what is it to you that she got $4,000? And just before I end my this live, I mean this video, let me say something. You've seen all this, you made a whole life on this lady, but when your driver, the guy that used to carry you around with the motorbikes, when that big SA came up about him, about the young girls in the village, what he was doing to them, you didn't utter a sound. You didn't say nothing. You kept mute. You saw your mouth out. You didn't even talk about it. But you want to come out here and just give a complete nasty review of or commentary about Passy. That's not right. If you stand out like that, then stand up for everybody. Because you said that your driver Kilibio, Kitipio, I forgot how to pronounce his name. He's an upright guy. You can trust him. He can do different. You can trust him with anything. He's very loyal to you, and that stuff came up on him. You didn't come back to say nothing, to say I'm so disappointed in you. We're going to be checking out on this case to see what happening. You didn't alter your word. You didn't even come up on the 50 minutes live to to address it. But you want to come up on a whole 2 hours live to address his passing. Why? So I mean, this is so not right. It's if you want to address thing, address stuff in your village, your Nyabohanse village, then you can't take one side and leave the other side. So if that was the case, then be addressing different things. Don't just come and put everything on this lady. And I don't know you guys from nowhere. I don't care what you do, but I'm just trying to say, put right where right belong. If you want to reprimand one person, then you have to reprimand the other person. You can't come out here and just reprimand this poor lady like that, and other people doing stuff in your village, you don't say nothing. But that's one thing I noticed. As I said again, you know, when get Libya, your driver, get Libya. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know how to pronounce his name. When he came out and there was stuff on him, you didn't say nothing up until today's date. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but up until today's date, I haven't heard Myra say anything to say, well, we're going to be checking out on those kids. I hope that's not what he did. If that's what he did, we kind of don't do those things in the village. I don't want those type of thing going on in my village for people to be as a young kids and what, like young girls like that in my village. You didn't say nothing about that man. But you want to come here and reprimand Passy. Get your act together, Maria. Okay? So I just want to thank you for listening to my reaction. Guys, man, this thing is on fire though. Whew. Every time you go on line, there's always something's happening. That is so not right. Oh, Lord have mercy. But anyway, let me just go ahead and say goodbye. And thank you for listening. Okay. Um, let me say something. Please, 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 please like the video. Okay. And subscribe to the video. And please comment. Just say something. Okay. Something you can say that would be cool. Okay. Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good holiday season. Happy New Year.